What's up, future millionaires? It's your boy MTI, and the animal farm has just gotten better in my opinion, and this has nothing to do with the new governance, which is now live for the animal farm for people who want to vote on different proposals, who want to have their voice heard as the animal farm continues to develop. This has to do with the new UI updates, which I think, in my opinion, makes the animal farm even more user friendly. It now shows in USD what you have earned at the current time. So now people don't have to go through different tools and different websites to figure that out. They don't have to do different calculations based off of the market cap and circulating supply. It is now all on the animal farm. So I definitely think this is a big deal moving forward because, one, it makes it more user friendly. So now I think just with the UI updates, it's not that big of a deal, but I do think those small details with it being live, now with people being able to see, hey, I can actually see what I'm earning without going to other websites, makes it a little bit more bullish to be used, in my opinion. And also, as we continue to see more updates for the animal farm, hopefully that means space is freeing up for those utilities to come out for drip itself. But let's go ahead and look at the animal farm. Now, as we can see, the animal farm total value locked is around 163 million at the time of this video. Pigs is around $130. Dogs is around $58. Now, as you can see, animal farm governance is now live. If you click on this button here, it's going to take you over to this site here, and you can see here's the proposal. This is a proposal to test the mechanics of our governance system. And so if you hold dogs, you will go ahead and connect your wallet, and then you will be able to vote on different proposals. So that is now live. Now, one thing I want to show you some of the new smaller details, but I think is also a great thing. Now, starting off with the dog pound here, it's just the smaller cosmetic details. Now, as you can see right here on the claimable pigs, they now have in parentheses what this is actually worth in USD. So you don't have to go through all those different hoops to figure out how much you've already earned. I think that is bullish. Number two, as we move down, here's my tax reduction now at 37%. But as we move down, now you can see there's a extra section here. It now shows based off of how much you have in the dog BNB LP token. It will show you the USD in value. So this is about 31% of a full token. Go over to the farms here, which is going to show us the other update here, which now you can see they have the global earnings. You look at the numbers here, just in one day, estimated to pay out over 291,000. Every 7 days, 2 million that this animal farm is paying out, estimated in global earnings. Right now, I don't have a ton in the farms, as you can see right here in this wallet. Now, as we move down, it's going to tell you based off of where the admission rate is. Pigs currently right now is pegged. Dogs is pegged as well. All of this is new UI updates. Also, it's going to tell you what is the pigs earnings based off of it per block. 0.015, and then dogs is 0.14 per token block. And as we move down here, I did make two recent claims in the garden, I believe last week, and this was just to put this into the drip/BUSD farm, not to actually claim to really take profits, right? So this is why I have this in here, which is really no money, but I took this out from the garden. And as you can see, this is only about 4 to 5 LPs, give or take. As you can see, the LPs is only about $4, give or take. And you can see I have about 21 million plants in my garden. So now it actually shows. And then this down here, I did this maybe a couple weeks ago. I had a little bit of Bitcoin and ETH, so I put this in here as well just to earn some dogs, just because it was sitting in the wallet. So that's where this amount will come from. So as you add more, this will basically estimate how much you're going to have coming in for the day, the week, the month, as well as the full year. So that is also dope, because people want to know, how much am I making? They don't want to have to always go to another website if they're not just Animal Farm or a Drip Maxi, right? Now, if you are all the way dedicated to the ecosystem, you don't really mind that. But now we can actually see this in real time, and it also shows you as well for the pools also. So now when you go into the farms and pools, you're going to know as well. It's going to also show you right here, as you can see the parentheses, it's going to show you what you have earned right so far. All right, so as you can see right now, I got about 0.4 dogs, and it's going to tell me that's about $2.34, give or take, right? So I think that is huge to see that now we actually have these additional updates that are now live on the animal farm, I think that is huge. And then also, if we go over to the piggy bank here, and this is a time lock that I have. This is about, as you can see, I got 200 days left on this stake. But as you can see, it also adds now the additional commas here, just so you can see what it is about. It's just the smaller details. Instead of just having all the numbers bunched up, it's actually showing you now, so you can actually see it broken up. One, I think it looks way more professional. I think it's way more user-friendly, and it makes people want to use it even more frequently, in my opinion, because now they can see in real time what they have earned or what they will have projected to earn, as you can see with the global and personal earnings here. So I think that is bullish in my opinion, right? So going back over to the animal farm, we can see 163 million. We can see this total value lock is constantly moving up to the right. And one thing I want to say, yes, the animal farm, as we all know, if you've been in the drip community for any amount of time, we know the animal farm has been the focal point pretty much for probably about the last 7 to 9 months, right? Now, with that being said, with the animal farm having new updates and with the success of it, I do think that will transition into drip success as well. And as I mentioned at the beginning of the video, as we see these updates come out for the animal farm, hopefully that is freeing up space for the development team to put out those utilities for drip itself. If we head over to drip community here, we can see what's coming up just in general. And this is going to be next year, of course. Scratchy's launch, the mini DAO, lending and insurance protocols, partnership vaults, the bridge protocol, peer-to-peer lending, which is going to be huge. Now, as we look at the drip network, the drip faucet layer 2, drip reservoir layer 2, direct purchase fiat on-ramp and off-ramp, the new drip UI, which I showed in the previous video. And then you have here the animal farm, which we can just see the new UI updates have just been launched for the animal farm. You're going to have the 20% increase in BNB for the auto compounding dog pound. You got the governance for the pig pen, which is now live. Auto compounding pig pen will be happening. Direct purchase for the fiat on-ramp will happen for dogs and pigs, but he said he's going to do drip first, and then dogs and pigs will be available for the on and off ramp. And then you have gamified dogs roulette, and then gamified dogs of fortune, which are, you know, play to earn games. So in my opinion, we definitely have a pretty bright future for the animal farm and also for the drip network within itself. But of course, a lot of people is still waiting on that additional utility for drip, right? Scratchies, the new fiat and fiat on and off ramp. Also, if he's going to add that additional utility, allowing people to claim drip from the faucet tax-free and be able to add it over to the drip BUSD farm, I think that will be bullish as well long term. So we got a lot of things to expect, or not necessarily expect, but a lot of things to look forward to on what may happen with the whole ecosystem. So shout out to the drip community. Really appreciate all the support, and I will catch you all on the next one.